Hey man, y'all seen that video with that teacher?
How about the braid the hair, taking the hair down?
Yeah.
Yes.
How y'all feel about that?
I ain't seen it, man. I really ain't been, I ain't seen it.
I give
Well,
you a rundown.
Go
You
ahead.
You give him a rundown. Go ahead.
So basically, he put a video out. Now, prior to the video, he had did a live, and people already was saying like, "Oh, we won't like that you doing it. That's unprofessional." So what he did was he posted a video. I think the next day, or a couple of days later, of the viral video that everybody's talking about now. Of like he's a middle school science teacher, a guy, and he had 4 middle school girls take his hair down. He had like plaits or something. And the reason why he said he couldn't take it down himself because the school was doing like some little ad commercial and they wanted him to be one of the teachers to be in it. And he had a hair appointment after school that he didn't have time to take his hair down for because of the ad commercial. So after that, he went back to the classroom and he asked some students in his classroom and a couple from another teacher's classroom to come help him take his hair down during school. And that went viral. A lot of people is basically on both sides of the fence. They said they see no problem with it, and you see a lot of people saying they do have a problem with it. And mind you, now he in the video calling these little girls besties.
I seen the video. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, you gotta talk to students' language nowadays for them to listen, man. Because you talking your language, they're not gonna listen. We at the end of the school year. Y'all ain't doing shit. This the end of the school. This is May. Everybody been to school. May, you don't do shit. Hell, to be honest, when that second semester hit, you got one thing in your mind. You ready for the summer to hit. You know you got about 3-4 months left in school. Damn this shit.
Especially you might know where your grade's gonna be anyway.
Exactly. Especially when May hit, bro. When May hit, if you gonna fail, fuck you fail. You ain't gonna do May. It's over with.
Summer school like a motherfucker.
It's over. So May, y'all just chilling in school anyway. Okay, so he got a couple girls to take his hair down. So he put it on live so you could see it. It ain't like he was doing nothing crazy to anybody. They're just taking his hair down. That's it. See, people take shit out of context. Everything now you see is out of context now. Like they just taking your hair down. Okay, I can tell y'all it was a couple months ago. They had showed a PE teacher. It was a white PE teacher doing putting a little black girl hair in a ponytail. And that post got so much positivity. But it's the same instance. It's just a different role. But this instance, you got a black girl taking a black male hair down. What's the difference? There's no difference. It's just taking his hair down. It's a teacher on a student. The same way with that little black girl and that white teacher. He putting her hair in the ponytail. Same difference.
I mean, I'm like you. I haven't saw the video yet. You feel what I'm saying? So, right. I feel like, I don't, from what you were saying, Brian, I feel like, I don't feel like nothing wrong with that. He, like you said, he recording the shit. Right. It was just like, he reconnecting with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like doing something positive. You feel me? I don't think nothing wrong with that. At least, if he had him sitting in his lap or type shit like that, then okay, that's a problem.
No. That would
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you get your hair took down, they basically in the back. From they in the back.
Yeah, they was on the side, in the back. It was a couple of them taking his hair down.
Yeah.
It wasn't one girl.
About 4 or 5 of them, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they know what they doing because they got the motherfucker down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got fired though.
Me personally, I wouldn't. I'm on the side of I didn't like it because, for one, how he was explaining stuff in the video, he called them little girls besties. That's when like a red flag went up. Me personally, is unprofessional because at the end of the day, you're a teacher. You're not supposed to have like student teacher connections like that. That's just me personally. And then for you to call them kind of like little girls, your besties and stuff like that, taking your hair down in the middle of class, me personally, it was unprofessional. In certain situations, it kind of gave me like grooming in a way. But at the end of the day, I don't know, buddy. I'm not saying he on that type of time. It's just when you are a male teacher and things like that happen, you're gonna get looked at differently. That's just what it is. But me personally,
and
you black. I just feel like it was unprofessional because you got people. It could have been boys. It could have been little boys. It could have been little girls. I still would have had the same, my same opinion. It's unprofessional. If you didn't have time to stick your hair down before your, hair appointment, then that's on you. I just think it's unprofessional to do it in that school setting because I just feel like teachers nowadays, they're younger. They're coming in younger. These kids don't have the same teachers we grew up with. That was like 40, 50 years old. These teachers nowadays are coming in. They're close to their ages, in a sense, probably like 5, 6 years off. They're looking like them, dressing like them, talking like them. And that's totally fine because you got to reach them in some type of way. But when you're pushing the boundaries of things not to do, then it's going to be an issue. Me, I don't have a problem with these teachers posting TikToks, but it's certain things like that shouldn't be posted. None of this wouldn't have happened if he just didn't post it. That's what's going to get these teachers in trouble because they're posting too much. The same thing that he just went through when we was in school, the same thing was happening. The only difference, it wasn't posted because the same thing would have been said back then. They're just not posting it.
My thing is, what's wrong with taking somebody's hair down?
Because here's the thing, because these generations are different. We weren't like these kids that's coming up. These kids nowadays are testing these teachers. Look what the teachers are wearing now compared to the teachers we had. It's like night and day. And so if things like that happen, you got to think a couple steps ahead. Okay, he just called these young girls besties. Okay.
What's wrong with that? There's a language now that they use, just like friend. What's up, friend? What's up, bestie? That's a language.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing. They had his number. I think they had his number. Either they had his number or his personal email or something. Because after he got fired, he made another live, and these kids was, messaging him.
Yeah, I don't know if he was on Instagram. He was an Instagram person. So yes, they can DM him because he's on Instagram. He got plenty of followers. He got plenty of likes. Yes, they can follow him on Instagram. There's no wrong in that. This is outside work. Instagram is not in the school. So you can follow anybody you want on Instagram. That's not an issue. So you can't say, because they followed him after he got fired and all this. They probably followed him before. I just seen a teacher on Instagram that made Instagram post. It was a male guy. He made posts. He's a teacher. And there's no problem with that. And I'm going to go back to the same situation that I just said earlier. There was a post of a white teacher putting a little black girl hair in a ponytail, and it got so many likes. So what was the difference of a guy putting a girl hair in a ponytail than 4 or 5 girls taking the black guy hair down? That's no difference. There's no difference. No, we're not in that generation no more. So it shouldn't have been a difference. So when you say, I think he shouldn't have did that, Well, no, you can't say that because you can't give that guy props for putting that girl hair in the ponytail if you can't give them 4 black girls props for taking this guy hair down. And he's posting it on live to show y'all that there's nothing going on. They just taking my hair down. There's literally nothing goes on in the month of May in school to take a girl. If my daughter took a teacher hair down, I would not have a problem. Because guess what? Go back to when we was in high school. You know how some teachers was friendly. Some teachers was friendly with the students and all this and that. You know what teachers I'm talking about, the coaches and all that. You know how people interacted with them. It's some teachers you can interact better with than other teachers. That guy might have been just a cool teacher. We all had that cool teacher. He just might have been the cool teacher. That's it. See, people get so fucking, they think too much and like, oh, he probably trying to get with him. Man, this dude probably got a whole girlfriend, wife out here. Everybody don't think that way. And I think we need to get out of that people thinking in a way that somebody trying to get with somebody. These little young ass girls, nobody trying to get with them. These middle schoolers. What are you trying to get for?
But it's been too many instances where this same situation has played out and that other thing has happened. It's been too many instances though. You cannot sit there and say that whatever he just did, he may not have that intent. It's not even an intent behind it. Well, I don't know him. He may not be like that, but it's the things that are being done. You can't sit there and call a middle school girl a bestie. You can't sit there and have these young kids texting you saying how much they miss you and stuff like that, and you're reading this out loud. You can't have all these other like grooming examples. The examples are there.
So when our coach was about to get fired and people went to the board and said all the good things about him that they thought about him, and when he in the summertime when he was going to pick up players from their house to bring them to practice, just because they're male on male, that's fine. It's the same exact thing. He's a teacher going to pick up a student. What's the difference? There's no difference at all. What's the difference? Because it's male on male. There have been more male on male crime than male on female. So what's the difference? Tell me.
Hey, you got a point. You got a point. Because I had my coaches.
Let's speak the truth. Let's not speak opinions. Let's speak the facts.
The one thing I will say,
let's speak the facts on this
like,
stuff.
Like I told you, I'm not saying Buddy is a groomer. I'm not saying that's who he is and that's what he's gonna be. You know, I'm not putting that on him because he could be going this at the right, with the right intentions. Some of them girls, I don't know, they may not have fathers in their lives, and he may be taking on that role as a father, as a mentor, as a role model, because a lot of teachers do that. But what he did was he put himself in that realm by being cocky and showing them this is not what that is. I ain't gonna say cocky. Because my thing is, once you try to prove people wrong on the internet, you are in a lose situation. You will never win. And he put himself in that situation. I'm not saying he should have been fired, but I'm not mad at the decision because look what he was saying in the video. Look at the examples. Kobe, we literally had a cousin that, did something with a teacher. We literally had a cousin. So that's why I feel like what that happened, that is unprofessional because it can lead to stuff like that. It can lead stuff to like that. So we should be pressing them boundaries because, okay, it's just hair. Okay, it's just hair. Okay, what teachers do outside of school should not, mess with them on their jobs, right? That's what a lot of people saying. So why did the lady get fired for having an OnlyFans page? Okay, so since it's just hair, let's just say if the girls go to his house, take his hair down because he asked the parents, could they take his hair down? And they gave him the approval. It's just hair, right? So let's take a step further. So what if he asked the parents, can they bring their kids over to take his hair down? Remember, it's just hair. It's just hair. It's just and you see we can't. True.
Why would you let your parent? Why would you, as a parent, why would you let your middle school child go to a grown man's house?
Why would you let your child take down a grown man's hair during school?
Because there's shit going on. There's nothing going on. Y'all in school and he's recording it where he can show you that he's not doing nothing. He's showing you on live.
He can show you at his house the exact same way.
Yeah, if I'm there. There's a whole different setting than his house than at the school. That's two different things. You're not understanding the concept here. You're talking about you're trying to bring this as a situation where these young girls trying to get with this. Dude, 9 times out of 10, there's always these girls that have a crush on a teacher. It happens every year. Everybody knows that. But this teacher showing you that, okay, I'm gonna put this on live. I'm just getting they to take my hair now because they know how to take hair now. He's not trying to, he's saying bestie, friend. That's these kids' language. You can't go in it with your language nowadays because they don't know it. He's probably been saying that all year long. All year long. Okay, let's go in. Okay, better is let's go in and see what's the grade point average in that class. Let's go and see if anybody's failing. Let's see if nobody's failing, everybody got a good grade point average. Well, he must be doing something right.
And that's the thing. That's not going to be seen because look what he posted. All that stuff is going to get overseen because you're trying to prove a point to people who have a negative opinion on you. But once you're trying to prove them that ain't what it is, and you're trying to argue with them, you're never going to win. Because
why didn't the white teacher get fired for putting a little black girl hair in the ponytail? What's the difference? There's no difference. What's the difference? Tell me.
At the end of the day, it's a black man. You're never in a win-win situation when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay, well,
I'm not trying to turn this into a race thing, though. I'm not trying. I never tried to.
You turned it into a race thing. You just said it.
But you asked what's the difference? How come the reaction? You asked me how come it was a different reaction. I told you why people got a different reaction. I just got a problem with it all. There could have been a white man or a black man. White girls, black girls, white boys, black boys. I'm gonna have a problem with it no matter what. It's just what they're turning this into. The reason why it doesn't have the same reaction because it's a black man.
Right.
That's why it doesn't get the same reaction like that. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I feel what you're saying. I do feel what you're saying.
But I see what you're saying too. Why is this blowing up? Because literally it's videos out here of this man doing nothing but positive things. They just targeted those videos.
Right.
But my thing is, it's the what ifs. It's the what ifs because we've seen a lot of this actually end up on the bad end of the stick. And the crazy part about it, it's more women messing with these kids than men. Because it's been more women teachers getting caught with these kids more than a male teacher.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah,
you're right about that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, as long as you are a male teacher, especially maybe black, you are never going to be in a win-win in a situation like this because you're going to get doubled down 10 times harder. That's just how it is. How I feel. Because reading the comments, looking at the reaction and stuff, that's just how it is.
Yeah. I see what you say. I understand. I mean, that is true. And in that situation, it's supposed to be an equal opportunity, but that it's certain things you can't do that other people can to get away with the situation. I mean, I feel that. I understand that, and I feel like in that situation, I don't know if the school has a union or not like that, but if they did, I feel like that's something that that the union should fight because there was no
they have to fight this shit.
Yeah, I mean, there was no wrong there.
Because now I'm thinking, did the school know that this was happening already before? I'm pretty sure this happened before. And I guarantee you they didn't say nothing until the public had their opinion.
Right.
That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
You know, I would fight it if I was him, but he's probably over it. So, you know, it is what it is. Well,
Some shit you just gotta let go, cause I mean, just because you know better. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Like, you know, if he was doing that in a positive way, you feel what I'm saying? He didn't see nothing wrong with it. You know, I mean, you know when something bad and when something good. You feel what I'm saying? You just feel that, you know. And if you don't feel like, you know, nothing was wrong with that shit, he'll get over it, man. Or, you know, it's just all eyes on him right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I feel like he wouldn't have posted it if he didn't feel like it was wrong.
True.
You know?
But my thing is, he should have looked at that and thought a little bit deeper. You know.
Well,
he should have.
I mean, you can think a little bit deeper, but you see all the time that teachers doing Instagram TikToks with their students. It was just a certain time where the girls was taking his hair down. But you see plenty of times with teachers that's on Instagram does things with their students.
Mm-hmm.
And
really do.
And there's no backlash off of that. I mean, hell, they have had one lady that, I mean, that wore those tight dresses and all that, and they were like, "Do you think this is appropriate for women, for teachers to wear to school?" You know, when did we come to this existence where things that we gotta make, and we gotta tell teachers what to wear? These are grown people. Let's understand this. Just because they're going to school, these are grown people we're talking about. They can
dressing
wear
casual.
Yeah, dressing long. Everything's covered. I don't give a damn if it's tight. It's covered.
But hold on. But hold on now. If you have a teacher come in the classroom with a tight shirt on, with some tight leggings on, who has a nice looking body, and I feel like that's pushing the boundaries, because you know it's a lot of things that could go down.
Okay, what's the double standard? Then a teacher that don't have a good body and she wear the same thing and nobody said nothing but laugh.
Because how we grew up, we looked, but we didn't say nothing. We weren't trying to test these teachers.
Who the hell was you looking at?
Like, we had no look. At the end of the day, we ain't had no teacher wearing that stuff, man.
And I don't know who you were looking at.
But you can't sit there and say,
I know one. But I
don't know what you talking about.
My thing is, you can't expect to have, let's just say we 16, 17. You can't expect a 16, 17-year-old boy who testosterone is raging through the roof to have a Meg Thee Stallion body type teacher in your classroom who's sitting there wearing tights and a tight shirt.
Okay, so how is that her fault? Well, she got to wear a loose fit dress every day, baggy pants.
It's not that the fact that you can't tell them how to dress. It's the what ifs. It's the what ifs. The same thing. Imagine if a school that doesn't have a dress code, the kids can wear anything they want. You telling me a young 16, 17-year-old girl wearing the tightest tights you've ever seen in your life, wearing a crop top with no bra on, just a crop top with some tights on, like legging tights. You can't sit there and tell me a 16, 17-year-old young boy, testosterone raging through the roof, won't try something, won't keep trying every single day. These kids are having sex in the bathroom stalls.
That's not a teacher though, that's a student.
It's the same thing. It's boundaries you just can't press because of the outcome.
I'm pretty sure a teacher's not gonna wear a goddamn crop top to school.
Right. But it's just the fact that you don't want something to happen. You got to think 5 steps ahead.
As an adult, you should be the one. These are kids. Let's not get this twisted. These are kids. We are the adults. They don't influence us. What do you mean by this? How do we? What did this come from? That just because something don't happen, we are the adults. Let's not get it twisted.
But here's the thing: I'm not talking about the 19 teachers. I'm talking about that one that makes up 20. That one, because that one teacher can give all teachers a bad look.
I mean, just if like that one teacher want to do something to a student, okay, that's on the teacher. But like you said, it's rarely the male teacher is usually the female teacher hitting on a male student.
Yeah,
that's the case we done heard over the years. Yes, there have been times where it was the opposite role, but over the years we have heard female teacher on male student. That's what we done heard.
True.